Good day everyone. I am Luigi Palsis, taking up Bachelor of Science in Criminology, studying at Capsudayo Satellite College. Today's vlog, I will tackle about the Criminal Justice System or the CJS. Una, ano nga ba ang Criminal Justice System or CJS? The CJS is all about social institution and the system. Ano nga ba ang mga ito? When we say social institution, it is a system attempts to meet society's needs for law and order. As a system naman ng criminal justice system, ito ang nakadepende sa proseso na kinabibilangan ng 5 pillars. Bago natin tatalakayin ang 5 pillars, let's tackle first about the basic concept. Ang mga bagay-bagay na na-discuss makatutulong upang lalo nating maintindihan ang 5 pillars. First, basic concept. What is crime? Crime is an act or omission in violation of the criminal law, and also crime is the heart of criminology. The second one is an act, which any bodily movement tending to produce some effect in the external law. The third one is omission, is meant in action or the failure to perform positive duty which one is bound to do. Next one is criminal law. It is defines that crime and the source of the criminal law is the revised penal code. Uulitin ko ang pinaggalingan ng criminal law ay ang revised penal code. Next is criminal. Alamin naman natin siguro kung ano ang criminal, pero based on Mr. Criminology, criminal is refers to any person finally convicted by the heart as they violated the law. Ang criminal law ay ang mga taong gumawa ng isang krimen na kung saan lumabag sa mga batas. Justice is the principle of dealing with fairness, equality in application of law. I know that we are all familiar those things. Let's proceed to system. It is the process, a coordinated body of a method, or an organized way of work. The last basic concept is that the criminal justice system, it is a sum total instrumentation which a society uses in the prevention and control of crimes. It is also the machinery used by a democratic government to protect the society against criminality and other peace and order problem. Ibig sabihin, si CJS ang nagpoprotekta upang maiwasan ang anumang krimen na nangyayari sa ating paligid. Matapos na nating matalakay ang mga pangunahing konsepto, tatalakayin naman natin ang mga layunin or goal ng Criminal Justice System or CJS. Ayon kay Mr. Criminology, ang CJS ay mayroong 6 na layunin. First is protect the members of the society o protektahan ang mga tao sa komunidad upang mamuhay ng mapayapa. Second goal is maintain peace and order o mananatiling manirahan ng tahimik. Third one is prevention, maiwasan ang mga iba't ibang krimen. Number 4 is suppression of criminal conduct. Ito ang pagpigil sa mga masasamang tao upang makagawa ng krimen. Number 5, review the legality of existing rules and regulations. And lastly, rehabilitation and perform of offenders. Bali CJS ang nag-aayos upang makabalik sa tamang huwisyon ang isang tao. The purpose of CJS is to process the people who have been accused by the criminal activity. Next, we will discuss about the second component of criminal justice system, the American concept of criminal justice system, and the other one is the Philippine concept of criminal justice system. Itong si American concept of CJS ay mayroong 3 konsepto, ang law enforcement, course, and correction. While Philippine concept of CJS have a 5 components or pillars, the law enforcement, prosecution, court, correction, and lastly, the community. Bilang isang Pilipino o mga future police ng Pilipinas, dapat nating malaman ang mga iba't ibang konsepto ng CJS sa ating bansa. Ito ang katanungan. Bakit may 3 component lamang ang Amerika tapos tayo ay may 5 components o ang tinatawag nating pillars? Bakit? Dahil ang sistema ng Pilipinas ay nagdagdag ng 2 components. Ito ang prosecution at community. Ngayon ay tatalakayin natin isa-isa. Ang 5 pillars ng CGS sa Pilipinas. First, law enforcement or the police. It is refers to the duly constituted body of people empowered by the state of enforce the law. It is also protect the people property and utilize social disorder. Those police or the law enforcement ay matatawag natin sila ng mga initiator of crime, mover of the system, because they arrested the offenders. Sa pillar na ito, dito natin malalaman ang evolution of policing in Philippine settings which the pre-Spanish regime and Spanish regime. When we say pre-Spanish regime, it is defined with man or tribe leaders to protect their tribe from the wild criminal, while in the Spanish regime, dito nakapasok o nabilong ang mga pulis at law enforcer na makonsider natin na parte na ng military system with the Spanish government. The Carabineros de Seguridad Pública or the Mounted Police. Guardiarelos, Cuerpo de Carabineros de Seguridad Pública and American period. These are the police forces under the Spanish regime. American period, tatandaan natin ang important dates, which are July 18, 1901, which is creation of Insular Constabulary by virtue of Republic Act 175. July 31, 1901, the creation of Manila Police Department was organized by virtue of Act number 183. October 3, 1901, the Insular Constabulary was changed into Philippine Constabulary by virtue of Act number 255. January 2, 1942, February 7, 1945, General MacArthur turned the Philippines and also the battle ended. MacArthur said, "I shall return." Next, we will discuss the Continental Jury. In the Continental Jury, the police is considered as the servant of higher authority. And when we say the policeman is considered as the servant of the community, it is called as home rule jury. These two jury is police service. Police service have also two concepts, which is the old concept and modern concept. When we say old concept, focuses on punishments as a way in eliminating crime, while this modern concept is the test of police efficiency. It is absence of crime. Those things belongs to the first pillar. Let's proceed to the second pillar, the CGS, the prosecution, which is the legal process or method to determine the guilt on innocence of the accused. Ang mga pampublikong mga opisyales na hintulutan na magkaroon ng legal na action ay tinatawag nating mga prosecutor. Criminal action is one that prosecutes the person of an act or omission punished by the law. When we say complaint naman, ay written statement changing a person of an offense. Bali, sa complaint, nakasulat ang mga kaso laban sa isang tao o ang mga bilong sa isang issue. Offended party, it is against the crime was committed. An information and accusation subscribed by prosecutor and filed with the court. In case duty an officer when arrest the properly affected, and also in case the duty when arresting is properly effected. Probable cause the crime has been committed and the person who arrested has been probably guilt. The third pillar is of CGS is what we call court. In this pillar, it is the responsible in conducting the trial of the court. During the court, there is a judge that is need to listen the other side of the accused, and the judge is responsible to decide who will win in the trial. But according to Mr. Criminology, judge is a public officer appointed to administer the law in the court of justice. Confess duties between the state and private person. Jurisdiction. It is the authority to hear the determined cases and decide cases correctly. The next one is venue. It is the territorial unit where the powers of the court to be exerted. Dito nangyari o sitting ng mga pangyayari sa gitna ng mga court or trial. Organized of court. There are two organized of court, the regular and special under the regular court, Court of Appeals, Regional Trial Courts, Metropolitan Trial Court. Samantalang sa special court ay ang mga sumusunod, Court of Tax Appeal, Sandigan Bayan, Plea Bargaining Trial, Promulgation of Judgment, Decision, and lastly, Appeal. The fourth pillar of CJS is what we call the correction. It is the branch of criminal justice system concerned with the custody, supervision, and rehabilitation of criminal offenders. Correction is also called as administration, utilizes the body of knowledge and practices of the government in the society. There are the classification of prisoners, the detention prisoners, sentenced prisoners, and the prisoners of safekeeping. When we say detention prisoners, those detained for investigation, preliminary hearing, are waiting trial. The offenders who committed the jail or in the prison in order to serve the sentence after final conviction by a competent court is called the sentenced prisoners. When we say the prisoners of the safekeeping, those include the non-criminal offenders who detained in order to protect the community against their harmful behavior. The sentenced prisoner has its classification. The insular or national prisoners. In this classification, the person accused might in jail for 3 years and 1 day imprisonment. In the provincial prisoners, for 6 months and 1 day to 3 years to life imprisonment. Sa city prisoners, maaring siya ay manatili sa loob ng 1 araw at 3 taon na pagkakabilanggo. Samantalang sa municipal prisoners, siya ay manatili sa loob ng 1 araw hanggang 6 na buwan na pagkabilanggo. Pero ang tawag sa kulungan na nilagyan ng mga inakusahan, ito ay ang tinatawag nating jail or prison. It is the place where the offenders who are convicted will be locking up for confinement of persons who will awaiting trial or investigation of their cases. There are 3 types of jail. First, the lock-up jails. It is for temporary confinement of an individual. Second, ordinary jails. A criminal offender was served to sentence less than 3 years. And lastly, the workhouse jail forms or camp. These are the undergoing constructive work program. After locking up in the jail, we must code this as release or pinalaya na. Pinalaya na kita, haha. Charot lang na. The last pillar of CJS is the community which is the crime happened. The family, school, and church are sectors in the society. When we say family, it is the basic social group in the community. We also have the school. Dito tayo nagsimula ng pakikipagkapwa at pakikisalamuha sa ibang tao. At dito din tayo natuto ng kung ano-ano. Lastly is the church. It is the place for public worship and the services needed to enhance our spiritual, moral character of an individual again the family. School and church are the basic sectors of the community. Dito na nagtatapos ang aking vlog. Magandang araw po sa lahat, lalo na po sa iyo, Sir Chris Aguirre. Maraming salamat. Keep safe everyone and God bless.
Mark Beats.